Welcome back to the Consequential People podcast, featuring myself, Spencer, my friend Matt with the Alpha Gaming TV, and crawling from out beneath the mountain of the video game Valhalla, Mount Video Olympus. Fistcake, how's it going?
I was pretty good. My arms hurt from crawling all the way from there to Earth. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you lose your legs in the war, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, lots of crawling, lots of upper arm strength.
That'll be fine. They'll grow back. That's how they work, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. I mean, for you, right?
Yeah.
You're
part fist, part
otherworldly
camp,
being.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
While me and Spencer are just poor, Nazis.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's absolutely correct. Besides, I mean, you are Fistcake. You could literally just bake new legs.
I could bake new eggs too if I wanted to. bake eggs on legs, eggs and leggings. Let's go.
All right, Fistcake. What did you play? What did you do this week?
What did I play this week? I played a few games. Not very many, though. I've been playing Yakuza 0 throughout the week. And,
hey, how's it going, USA Voyager?
What up?
Voyager! Finally got to the part where in Yakuza 0, I think I mentioned this before, you play as Kiryu, the main guy from Yakuza. Yeah. And you also play as Majima Goro, which is like your arch nemesis in Yakuza 1 and whatnot. So at a certain point in the game, they each have their own ways of like accruing money through like a side business of sorts. Mm-hmm. So when you think of Yakuza, like you think of like doing drug deals and like probably crime-related activities, like doing hitman shit and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that would make sense. Well, for Kiro's side mission, you do real estate business with the downtown of Kamurocho. So
that's interesting. Well, actually, I was listening to a podcast about the mafia in New England, and apparently a lot of their business was in real estate.
Really?
Yeah, buying up parts of the town and having more control and shit like that. Apparently, that's like a next level type thing.
Yeah. But it kind of makes sense. Like when they talk about it in the game, it's like, oh yeah, no, we get all the money from just owning this part of town, and then we make all the money in the world. But that's Kiro's side mission, and Majima's side mission.
Hookers.
A hostess club, which is not quite hookers. It's just basically people go to the club to flirt with women, but not do anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like a strip club.
Not even a strip club. They literally just sit and talk and just hang out.
So it's like going to Hooters, but
not even like.
But without
Hooters.
The wings.
Yeah, and without the shorts and stuff. It's just
literally just girls.
That sounds like shit. Why? Like I just talked to my mom. If I.
Well.
Hey, thanks for the bits there, Corn.
Oh shit! 4 bits. Let's go. But yeah, I don't. It kind of makes sense, I guess, because with Majima's thing is like he runs a big club, and he's trying to prevent the uprising of these lower clubs, so he's trying to rule over them. By you have to play the game to truly understand it. So I'm really like stuck in the middle of doing these side quests. I'm like, oh well, if I just keep doing this, I'll earn like a shit ton more money, and I'll unlock cool new moves. But I keep forgetting like buy new moves, and I keep investing more into the business. I'm like,
oh no,
I'm just gonna keep getting rich. I'm just gonna get richer. I can't stop. So that's where I'm at with my life in Yakuza 0 right now. It's going to get
real estate simulator.
Yeah, I'm going to probably do more of that tonight. Played a couple hours of Overwatch with DC and some other guy from my chat.
Nice.
Pretty fun stuff. I like they released the new character along with it being like a free-to-play weekend this last weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And she's interesting. I had to play her for like a couple rounds, and she is pretty. I don't know if she's OP, but she's pretty strong for a support person because her abilities is that with one hand she heals people, and the other hand she like takes energy out of people.
Oh, she's like a transfer, like energy transfer person.
Yeah, she's kind of like a better like a Zenyatta or what. For people who have played the game, I don't know if you guys played Overwatch or not, but
not really.
No.
Okay, well, there's another guy that kind of has that same kind of thing. Like he just uses orbs instead of energy beams, but she's better in the sense that she can also displace orbs that just bounce around, and they can either heal. Like you can choose if they want to heal or damage people, and they do like a lot of damage, and they also heal for a lot of stuff. So she might be getting dialed back pretty soon, I think. But
yeah, that sounds like that's going to happen.
That happens with like every Overwatch character I've ever seen, except for like Doomfist, I think. Everybody else is like, oh no, they start off too strong. Just dial it back a few notches. Oh, the new character, her name is Moira. She's like an...
Oh, is she going to help you make the Wasteland Survival Guide?
No, she's going to help me destroy everybody who can survive. This is the ghoul Moira. She survived after nuking the town.
Right.
And but no, I recommend playing Overwatch right now since it's free, and it's if you're into that kind of bullshit, go for it.
You want some heals, smooth skin?
Did she talk normally after she got ghoul eyes?
Yeah, she was talking. She talked the same. Oh gosh.
Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry you broke your legs. Let me just heal that for you. You've developed radiation poisoning immuneness. You now have grown a third arm.
You know, honestly, I was so hopeful in that game that the radiation would do more like physical changes, but
didn't
happen.
It's just for some reason Fallout decided to get realistic with that aspect of the game. You just get sick and die. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing cool. I think there's mods for that, but I mean, there's mods for everything.
I'm sure there is, yeah.
And then I also played like an hour and a half of Don't Starve together with you two and your friends, Coulter and Deanna.
Okay, Rogue Rage Gaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh my god, it went to hell in a handbasket real quick.
When I wasn't, because I resurrected at the fire pit, and then I started the one fire.
Yeah.
And then that fire burned literally everything down.
Well, we kept coming back, making the fire worse.
Yeah.
Trying to stop the fire.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it just, oh my god, our whole base was just basically just charcoal.
It kind of sucks because we played for like probably an hour at that point.
Yeah.
I think. And then like I think Matt died or something. He spawned like, oh no. And then I starved to death or something, which I know. Name of the game says don't starve, but I did. And then it just went all down to hell. But it was a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That game is like, it's very easy on the, the just like the initial portion, but then once you start playing it more, you realize how kind of in depth the game can get, and it gets it gets kind of nuts, but in a fun kind of like, wow, we can do all this crazy stuff kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed pretty intense from what I played of it. Like I've like seen like maybe 5 minutes of gameplay of it before, but I didn't realize it was like. I didn't realize you had to make a goddamn science machine and shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg, my friend.
Yeah. And honestly, we played for quite a bit after it first came out, and they've added more stuff to it. And we didn't even hit like we hit just below the surface then of what they had then. Yeah. Now there's even more.
Oh God.
But
it never ends.
Yeah.
I think that's all I played this week. So what did you two play?
I didn't play any games on my off time besides what we streamed, and I've been playing Ultra Sun, which
is one of our topics for the day. So
yeah. I mean, so far, it's Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's pretty much the beginning's been the same as the other beginning. So.
Oh, so you bought the first Sun, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
and then I got Ultra Sun, and then now I'm just playing through that. I didn't beat it.
The original,
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Pokemon Corin. So much Pokemans.
So many Pokemans. But we're I think we're getting towards the end of Tales of Berseria.
Yeah.
Like it's like I know we said last time we're like, oh yeah, we're like I feel like we're getting towards the end, but like literally
3 weeks in a row now.
It's kind of given us now what the last kind of mission or strategy is going to be. You know, like it's that part where we're like, all right, now you got to do this to end the big bad guy. And so now we got to go through that sequence, and so it might be a couple more streams. I don't know how long how long that last little arc will take, but it's getting towards there. But it's a lot of fun.
We thought about we were going to play next for Weeaboo Wednesdays.
Yeah. We had some other like JRPGs in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So
might continue that one that I played that I liked a lot.
Are you talking about the sword?
Yeah,
steel,
cold steel,
something. Friends of the something.
Yeah,
that game.
I thought you were going to play Sengun Gakuru Beach Peach Splash or whatever.
Oh no.
Come on, guys! It's got the anime girls with the big boobies and it's got the water guns. It's so much fun.
But yeah, we might do that. Oh, yeah, it's like Trails of Cold Steel. There it is.
Yeah, Trails of Cold Steel.
Trails of Cold Steel. That game is pretty cool. So we might do that. We might also do. I think you were talking about how the idea of possibly doing like.
Yeah, we wanted to do. Well, I had come up with the idea that it would be cool to go through all of the major CRPGs that have happened, starting with like Baldur's Gate 2, and stuff like that. But we're gonna play them as Conor McGregor.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Only fist fighting.
Only fist fighting for that character.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to have a soundboard and do like the whole 9 yards.
It's going to be fun.
So I want to do that because like one of mine and Spencer's favorite games is Baldur's Gate. And we've never completed it. We've tried like a lot.
It's a pretty deep game. I mean, not to mention that the original copy I had actually had a glitch that didn't allow you to get past Chapter 2.
Yeah, so. That sucks.
Yeah.
But we don't know if that's going to replace the Wednesday stream.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like doing the JRPG on Wednesday. Oh, we're also thinking about maybe doing Final Fantasy X for Wednesday.
Boy. That's close enough. Yeah, I was gonna say that with the Japanese humor in that game, that's close enough to a Weeaboo Wednesday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I allow it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we might add another day of streaming, maybe 2 days of streaming. We might become a 7 days a week streamer.
Yeah, depends on if we have the games to fill it up and the want.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we have momentum right now, so
keep momentum. Just like in a Smash battle, you got to keep momentum. That way you can take those stocks.
Take those stocks. So my question for your Conor McGregor character, is his like number one mission in each game is going to be to acquire as many belts as possible and just wear them?
That is a good idea.
That's both a good idea and a bad idea. Because there's the belt in Baldur's Gate in the Friendly Arm Inn.
That'll change
it changes your gender.
It changes your gender.
And you can't take it off when you put it on.
Oh, no. Well, I mean,
Connie McGregor.
If it's his one weakness, he has to acquire all the belts in the world and wear them. He's Conor McGregor.
Well, maybe we'll start him as Connie.
Oh, yeah, start him as Connie, and that way we can make him Connor. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if there's actually a way you can take off the belt after you put it on. I don't think there is.
I don't think there is.
I think it's permanent.
And then we did Assassin's Creed. That's still going good.
Yeah, it's still a good game. We're getting a bit more in there with storyline now, which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. We had another couple of scenes of like modern day.
Yeah.
And all that.
Oh, the modern day protagonist, dude, such a bitch.
Yeah.
She is such a bitch.
She's not only a bitch, she's also bitchy.
No, like she's just like a whiny bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to get hooked up to this machine against my will.
That's all she wants to do.
So she was a part of the program right out of college or whatever. They pulled her in, but she was too like gung ho and was like wanted to do her own thing too much, and so they cut her because they couldn't like it's supposed to be a controlled environment, it's supposed to work on a team, but she was like not about that.
Yeah, she doesn't work well with others. And
so they cut her, and she's like, I'm going to do this myself. And so she has her own like bootleg Animus that she's like using and jacking herself in there. To try to prove to them that she can do it or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then you can look into on her computer, and she has all these emails and messages where she's just being like, they wouldn't let me do the thing, so I'm going to do this instead.
Yeah, they stole my code. They didn't even give me credit.
Yeah.
I can do so much more. Shut up, bitch. Shut up.
Yeah.
All right. We're here for Bayek.
For Bayek. Right?
We're not here for you.
Yeah. Get back in the Animus.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really cool part where she tries to switch characters and go to a female character that is also in the game to try to like sync with that person to see if she can see from their perspective or whatever. And the Animus doesn't take because she does it too quickly. and is this weird. It's like during the loading screen, there's this weird like glitch part that happens where it puts you in and then it pulls you out, and it's like it's all like shit's happening. And I thought the game was like something was wrong like at first, but they're like the woman that she's working with, which I think is her girlfriend, it was like, I told you not to do that so quickly. It's gonna mess up. Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, fine, I'll just go back with Bayek.
Yeah.
So
like that's a chore. Bayek is the man.
Yeah, Bayek's the man.
So cool. More like Bayek, am I right?
Yeah, Bayek. Yeah. That's a great stream title I'm going to use tomorrow. Fucking, what else have we played? Oh, we've been doing more of that game, Dark Corners of the Earth, Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu on Tuesdays for Into the Veil. And that game is it's a big old meh.
That game is okay.
It hasn't been like scary yet, right? Is it like we haven't had like a real jump scare? I think we had like a small jump scare.
You've been playing the Fractured But Whole, Corn. I did not like that game.
Yeah,
I played it, bought it for $60, immediately regretted it.
Yeah.
Well, after I beat it, I was like, this was not worth it.
So unfortunate because the first one was really good. But yeah, so we're still playing that, and that game. I mean, it seems like we're getting somewhere. I don't know how far along in the storyline we are.
We solved so many weird puzzles, like the fucking bash the fan with a metal bar, and also, by the way, gravity doesn't work for 5 minutes if you take the stop out of a tire, and you just got to jump in the back of the truck for some reason, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the game doesn't hold your hand at all, which is fine.
No, dude, it fucking runs away from you.
But it doesn't give you enough information to discern what you're supposed to do.
Oh yeah, because we just discovered the Dick Halo this last stream, which is an important.
We didn't know how to save. Yeah, which is the save feature.
Lovingly called the Dick Halo.
Yeah, because it looks like a Dick Halo.
Yeah,
like a dick inside of a halo.
Yeah,
and
the game doesn't tell you how to save.
It doesn't tell you how to. It doesn't tell you any of that. So how are you supposed to know that?
He doesn't even give you a prompt when you're next to it.
Yeah, he doesn't even mention it. Like, it would be different. Like I'm all for games being like,
maybe I should look at this Dick Halo.
Use this like bar, like when we were over there in that corner trying to put the thing through the fan. If he would have been like, oh, there's a bar or something like that, then I'm like, at least I'm in the right spot. Nothing.
No
he gives
feedback.
you fucking nothing.
Not a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why it's like that is because it's like an old Xbox 360 game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably had instructions with it. So
yeah,
I mean,
that's
probably have physical instructions like you can save the game by finding these Dick Halos, and they're like, oh, sick.
It'd be hilarious if they call it Dick Halos too. That'd be great.
Yeah, we've been playing that. That's been fun. Like we said, Tales of Berseria is wrapping up. That's going to be a sad time when that ends.
Yes.
A lot of fun.
Speaking of Warriors games, have you played more of that Berserk?
I have not. No, I didn't play hardly any games this week.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Just Pokemon.
Oh, ton of Pokemon.
What we streamed.
Corn, you have to let us know how good FE Warriors is.
Mm-hmm. And we forgot to mention it last weekend, but we've been playing ARMS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were going to say that.
Yeah, we got ARMS for the Switch, and that game's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mm.
It felt kind of casual at first, but then the more you play it, the more like nuance comes out.
Mm-hmm. We played Hoops again, and I got fucking washed. It was like
Hoops. Yeah, the object of the game, it's like basketball, but there's no ball. Instead, you use the grab mechanic to toss the other person inside the hoop. And apparently,
in the ARMS game you're playing.
Yeah, in the ARMS game.
Got it.
And apparently, I'm just a god at it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I got it wasn't even close, and I got so salty.
Yeah, Matt got real pissed.
So, we talking about Berserk? We were momentarily.
Yeah, Matt dabbled in some Berserk, and I need to get back into it. I've played like probably a good portion of the game, but I got so many games to play now. I can't do it. There's so many games, guys. I want 2018 to be a quiet year so I can catch up on all the 2017 games.
Yeah, dude, October was like Broketober.
Yeah, Broketober. Yeah.
I stole that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and ARMS is good. I like it. Like the 1v1, I still beat Spencer majority of the time.
Yeah, it's like 60-40.
It's not 60-40. You beat me one time.
It's like
in the 2 hour
it's like
period.
55-45.
You beat me 2 times. Or 1 time in the whole 2-hour period that we
That's
played
because
after hoops. I'll give you hoops, dude. I said I got washed in hoops.
I avoid playing Mummy because he's overpowered. Okay, dude, I'm giving you that. Okay, because if I play Mummy, you would never win. It's a fact. The Mummy is actually like he's way overpowered because his moves are so heavy.
It's not a fact that he's way overpowered. I don't know how to get around it.
In our intermeta.
In our meta, he's overpowered.
Yeah.
But there's probably a really easy way to get around it.
Yeah, I'm sure if you played a fast character and you just like was smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because basically his moves go through other people's moves. You can't slow them down. Other ones you can like slow them down if they're heavy moves, but his are so heavy they just keep going. And they knock your arms down when they hit him.
Yeah. And
so he just goes through your shit and just barrels through that. And he heals when he guards.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody else does that. So he heals when he guards. His stuff goes through a bunch of stuff, and he doesn't take hardly any knockback from anything. Like he doesn't get knocked down nearly as easy. Mm-hmm. So he's just a huge like monster.
Yeah. But like I said, we're probably missing a key ingredient.
That's true.
Because we're still figuring out all the shit.
Yeah.
And
then of course we played Smash.
Oh, we got to silver rank in net play.
We did,
and then Spencer promptly lost it. I won all the games I was involved in.
I played a really good Marth.
Got destroyed by a good Marth and then a really bad Marth.
Yeah,
solid Marth, classic Marths.
Mm-hmm.
The Marths were showing up. I mean, that bad Marth. I don't know what my problem was, but yeah,
pretty much that Marth. Spencer's like. I don't want to win. Here's all the answers for you.
I couldn't figure out like what I was supposed to do, and because Marth has his sword is like this huge extended hitbox, right? So like if you hit the sword, you're not hitting him. Unlike most characters, if they punch you, you're also hitting them. So there's more like opportunities to interrupt their hits. But this guy was playing Marth in the most like just normal. He barely jumped. He just swung the sword, and I just ran into it and just did dumb stuff.
He just impaled himself on it.
Yeah, he's like, kill me.
Play Just Dance. There's actually like a 0% chance that I'll ever play Just Dance. In fact, it's not even like a 0% chance. It's like a negative 0% chance. And I know what you're saying. There's no such thing as a negative 0. Well, I'm telling you that there is. And that's the chance that will happen.
What's below 0? Sub-0.
Mm-hmm.
You have a sub-0 chance.
Mm-hmm.
Your chance is equal to 1 Kelvin. Okay, 1 Kelvin of a chance.
But yeah, we did that. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And I destroyed a person who lives near us. He lives in Seattle. I don't know who he was, but I destroyed him.
Oh yeah, on NetPlay.
Yeah,
good shit.
And that pretty much does it for us.
Yeah. I think we should move on to the first topic.
Well, we got to Wolfenstein.
Oh, yeah, you guys chat about Wolfenstein a little bit then.
Oh, yeah, so opinions-wise, I guess. What did you think?
They both beat Wolfenstein, by the way.
We beat Wolfen.
Mm-hmm. I thought the ending could have been handled a lot better because it just ends.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I mean, the ride there was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then it felt like everything was ramping up, and you're like, yes, like something's going to happen. And then credits. Like, it was like kind of disappointing.
Like, kind of hits you out of nowhere. You're just like, oh, wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ending was really weird because like the technical last mission, like I thought it was like another like in between mission, like, oh, just go over here and do this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it took me like 5 minutes to figure out I need to like go underneath the fucking bleachers and shit. I'm like, I can't jump that high.
Dude,
I don't understand.
Yeah, I had the same problem trying to go around the studio audience.
Maybe that was the difficulty for that level. That was just like figuring out how to get here.
Yeah, I had the exact same. I was like, am I stupid?
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand. What did I do? I never passed high school. I don't understand how this works.
Yeah.
God. But other than that, yeah, no, I really enjoyed the game. I find it hilarious that you can like kind of figure out the plot twist in the middle of the game if you kind of look at the promotional art because he's wearing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like looking at it closely, it's like, oh,
yeah,
that was right there in front of our faces the whole time.
I like games that do that where they give you the clue but in a way where it's like you're not going to know until it's like revealed itself.
Yeah.
Well, they also the twist, they have it hanging in the guy's lab. Like the rest of the things that go with the other thing.
The guy.
Yeah.
The guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Pick one,
you
put
can
down.
you can see it hanging there, and he's like, yeah, this is like a really good person that just doesn't have something that you need to live, and you're like, well, my body's going to shit. I wonder if those connected.
Interesting.
But yeah, I thought the game was very good, solid all the way around.
Yeah, so people were talking about how that there are multiple like reviewers or like game media people who were talking about how the game seemed to force them to play a certain play style. And I mentioned this before, and Fiskeg, I think it was before you were really playing the game. Did you feel like the game forced you to do anything, or you just kind of like you played the game how you wanted to?
I played the game how I wanted to. I was when I was listening, like you and I, we listened to the same podcast, Giant Bombcast, Jimquisition, all that fun shit.
The Podquisition.
Oh yeah, excuse me, the Podquisition. Yeah,
His branding.
Also, did you know you pet bees?
Yeah,
I do pet bees.
Oh, okay. I just want to get that clear real quick.
Yep.
But I don't see what their problem with the game is, because each person has each one of them had like a different problem with the game. Is like, this forces you to be a cover shooter, and I just want to have like a power fantasy. I'm like, well, the first game wasn't much of a power fan. I mean, it was kind of a power fantasy, but it was also difficult as difficult as this game is. But it was just really confusing, because like people are like, yeah, no, I don't like how you pick up the items and stuff.
We see you guys in chat. Oh, we see you.
We just aren't acknowledging.
I will not sell out for dance followers. They're not true fans. They come here for the Smash.
The Smash. Smasher Pass Saturdays and Sundays. Let's go. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the game. It was a good game, and I didn't change the difficulty of the game from normal to casual normal until the very last level, and I was fighting like the last boss, I guess. I didn't realize the last boss at the time.
I did not realize that either.
Yeah, I didn't realize it didn't feel like it changed at all at that point. I'm like, well, but okay, what am I supposed to do? And
I want to design a game.
And what's crazy is that they didn't even, like, when you do that mission, I had no idea that was the radio station or the where she was at.
Yeah, where the ending was going to be.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was where the ending was. I was like, I'm just going through a mission. Oh, there's a star card. Oh, okay. Oh, here's some newspapers to read about how the whole world is different now that Hitler loves everybody. And so I was just like trumping on through.
Yeah, like once like the credits hit, I'm like, is this like the beginning game credits? I'm so confused, because like that's how like
title
how
card
place it seemed like to me. I'm like, I don't. Is it already ending at this point? Yeah, it was just really weird. But yeah. Otherwise, I enjoy the game. I don't see why people have a problem with it. So,
and honestly, I
bitching.
I didn't feel like it made me play anyway. I was like, I'm just gonna play the way that I want to. I didn't even dual wield. I forgot about it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you didn't dual wield at all, and like I pretty much dual wield and did everything. Had to throw in dual wielding, sneak attacks, everything.
Yeah. Every mission, dude. Every mission, it starts like this. You go, all right. Pistol silenced. All right. I popped 3 dudes. Some dude that I didn't see saw me. All right. Now is run and gun.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's crazy, because if people are saying that it made them feel like they should be, like it was pushing them towards being a cover shooter or like having to go and cover all the time, that just means that their strafing skills need work.
something needs to work. Maybe
Because
we
if
just
Matt's
need to
able to run and gun
together.
all the same stuff on like I think the same difficulty
Yeah,
level,
I had it on.
then and Matt's pretty good at first-person shooters, but it's there shouldn't be that big of a difference.
Yeah.
Just learn
to
to strafe, man. I mean, you guys play Unreal Tournament? Come on, let's do this.
I think the deal is the current generation of video game journalists are a bunch of crybabies, and they need to learn how to play video games or get it out of the way and let the real big dogs handle it. Okay, a pew 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 pew, a pew pew pew.
Bitches.
But yeah, that's my hot take of Wolfenstein 2. It's a great game. Go get it. Oh, I played the first Freedom Chronicle part of it. You play as like a football player that gets captured by Nazis or whatever, and like it just kind of like changed minor things, like your hatchets are food cans that you can throw at people and knock them out.
Yeah, interesting.
That's pretty much that. And like if you find weapon upgrades, they just automatically apply to a certain weapon. So I got like for some reason they were going all out. I'm like on my Uzi or whatever, like the machine gun. So I have like heated nail guns, so I'm trying to sneak around and like not cause attention to myself, but the gun makes me cause attention. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I got you.
But that's all I got. Okay. Oof.
All right, so moving on to the first official topic of the day, we're talking about Battlefront 2 and all the crazy shit that's going on with that game. Let's see here. So they are selling. I just have like a random article in front of me here. Just stop me whenever you want to. There's the $79.99 edition of Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a pay-to-win bonanza. Why earn the best abilities when you can buy them? Yeah, that's the whole thing right there.
Yeah, but what about the sense of pride and accomplishment?
I mean, yeah. Like I want that.
It takes
downvote.
It takes 40 plus hours to unlock the single hero. Pride and accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only
they changed some stuff, I think. Yeah.
So not only does the game, if you guys aren't aware, Battlefront 2, Star Wars game, they have a loot box system that effectively just makes it easier to pay to randomly gamble your way to better gear rather than earning it in game, because it takes you 40 hours to gain the amount of in-game currency to actually be able to buy any of the good people, when you could just pay money
like
for it.
One of the heroes. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, just one of them, like Luke Skywalker or something like that. And then on top of that, their $79.99 version gives you gives you epic cards right off the bat that just give you an advantage.
I think they've done some updates to change how quickly
they've disabled
you, get
all
the
of the microtransactions
for the time being.
Oh, have they
for the
now?
time being. Yeah.
But I guess we should just start from the beginning, because this whole thing's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
So,
well, do you want to start us off there, Fiskate?
well, from what I can tell, what started this whole thing is on Reddit, of course, one guy, if I can find the original EA, what is it? Reddit Battlefront 2. I mean, basically, he was just complaining like, why did I buy the $80 edition of the game when it still takes me like 40 hours to unlock Darth Vader? And Battlefront 2 Reddit. Oh God, trying to find the original thing here. Now whatever. Basically, a person from EA, the community thing, said like, well, this is so people can get like a nice sense of accomplishment and pride from spending time to beat the game, and it's just gonna, it's just all that fun shit. And then it became the #1 downvoted comment in
Reddit history,
which actually I can look that up. Most downvoted. Yep. First thing I put most down, it automatically completes the most downvoted Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit thread in Reddit history.
It's not a thread; it's a reply.
Oh, was it a reply? Gotcha.
Yeah, it was a reply on let's see, where is that? Oh, it's at negative 680,000 is what it is.
So 680,000 people were like,
Fuck you.
"Fuck you,"
and that's
Pretty
just on
much,
Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the full thing. The guy said, seriously, I paid $80 to have Vader locked. I thought I had the whole thing. Oh God. This is a joke. I'll be contacting EA support for a refund. Which, a fun fact, there's no refund buttons on these games or anything. So you actually
the
have to go to EA
JavaScript
support.
thing broke. So
Oh, wow.
people's broke. So people were not able to refund it.
That's incredible.
So he's going to contact EA support for a refundal. Jesus. A refundal. I can't even play Darth Vader, discussing this age of microtransactions has gone way too far, leaving it to EA to stretch the boundaries. And then the EA community team said, the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. As for cost, we selected initial values based upon data from the open beta and other adjustments made to milestone rewards before launch. Among other things, we're looking at average per player credit earn rates on a daily basis, and we'll be making constant adjustments to ensure that players have challenges that are compelling, rewarding, and of course attainable via gameplay. We appreciate feedback, blah, blah, blah. Our team will continue to make changes and monitor community feedback and update everyone as soon and as often as we can. And then because that is pretty much like the most nothing answer. It's like, yeah,
we're going to keep going.
This is a thing, but we're making money, so
suck it.
We don't, pretty much. And then like their whole AMA thing, that was a shit show too.
Yeah,
oh, God.
They pretty much just like copy pasted like corporate ansers, and they're like, we're gonna tweak it, and then they have like an arcade mode or some shit like that where you can also get credits, but then it became like a mobile game, and then they're like, you can't earn any more credits. Come back in 3 hours.
There's like a refresh rate for the credit earning. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you can still play it or something? Like what?
Yeah, you can still play it. You just won't earn any credits.
No, man, I'm definitely playing this arcade game for the fun, not to get the credits.
Yeah, so I can unlock one stupid hero.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so moving forward.
Yeah, then they released another statement on Twitter. They're like, yeah, we're just going to take it all off for right now. And then once we come up with a better way to spin this, we will add the microtransactions back in. Yeah,
so they're basically like, we're going to take this out, and no microtransactions will be available for the time being. And then we're going to like rework, how long it takes you to earn it. And then we're just going to put the microtransactions back in. It's like they didn't realize what the problem was. The problem wasn't that people had to work for it. Not only, I guess, work long for it, but also that people could still just buy the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That gives them an obvious advantage in the game.
Yeah.
Apparently like the number one problem right now with multiplayer is that people have things called star cards, which are like cards you can buy for your multiplayer class to kind of like update and whatnot.
Yeah.
And people have like bought like the star card for the thermal detonator, which makes it like have like an incredibly like huge explosion radius and can like instant kill most people.
Jesus.
So basically people are just getting grenaded to death left and right, and nobody can do anything unless you show up the EA points to buy the
to also buy the grenades.
To buy your way into like the upgraded grenades.
That's crazy.
I think they had a comment about that, but again, it was just like another comment thing. The fun fact about the EA Ask Me Anything thing is that all their answers were downvoted to fucking hell. Mm-hmm. So the moderator actually had to like basically go through their profiles and like make sure like to find like their answers to certain questions, because they couldn't do it like on a normal thread because it was like so downvoted and like so like washed up in comments and shit. But here is the link to the AMA for everybody. Oh boy.
Oh.
Well, I can't post links. Oh Jesus.
Oh, and I can't.
Hey, Corn, do you wanna permit Comcast on our stream so that he can post a link?
Thank you, sir. Oh, I got 60 seconds. Oh God. Oh.
Yeah, we're not signed into our thing. We need
but I'm still a mod in our own shit.
Yeah.
So
that's weird. I don't know.
Thanks, Corin. Now I gotta like wait 30 seconds or something. So
you only got 5 seconds. It only timed you out for 5.
Oh, okay.
First offense, dude.
Oh, okay. Oof. Sorry, I'm a rookie at this. So yeah, it's just all going to hell in a handbasket with EA Battlefront 2.
I think a lot of people are more upset about is that the game, like in its DNA, was bred to be pay to win, loot box. It's like a $60 mobile game.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And what's crazy is like the fact that all of your upgrades, like the upgrades to your character that affect how you play the game, are also, I don't know if it's purchasable just separately or if you have to purchase the loot boxes, but either way.
No, I'm pretty sure that they triple dipped. You could probably purchase the upgrades individually, or you can get loot boxes. They probably added it all in. I don't see why they wouldn't.
I mean, people are making the argument that for anything that required a loot box, it still was easier to gamble your way to any of these items or any of these things rather than spending the 40 hours to unlock one character or whatever.
Oh yeah, let's look at the stats for that. It was like it's like over. Originally, it's supposed to be like you had to play for like over 4,100 hours to unlock
everything. Yeah.
Or pay over like $2,100.
Yeah, and then
Take your poison.
they did something where they made it so you earned more points more often, but then at the same time,
they fuck, they decreased the rate of credits that you earn.
Oh, that's what it was.
They decreased the rate of how much shit costs by 75%.
Yeah.
And then they also decreased the rate of which you earn them by 75%.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So it evened out to about the same.
What?
So they didn't actually make a change. They changed it to balance it, but what they actually did was just like make it the same but with different numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. That's so sad. Doesn't make sense because like they're like, yeah, like right now, like it's originally bred to be like a pay to win kind of game, but like if they didn't do that and if they just were focusing on multiplayer, they would have like a pretty long game. They're not like even trying to like make the game longer by making you grind through these things. Really,
yeah, because you can just buy your way through.
You can just buy. I kind of lost the point what I was trying to make with that. I forgot where I was going with that. Whoops. But like basically like it's a multiplayer game that's heavily focused on that. They should have just focused on that and they would have been just fine probably. No, they wouldn't make like millions of dollars off of parents buying kids the $100 deluxe edition of Star Wars, the new Star Wars game.
Yeah. You know. And it's crazy because after all of this stuff, then you have that article that I read in the beginning, which is, the $80 version gives you keys to these epic cards that just make everything so much better.
At this point, why would you ever play this Battlefront when the other Battlefront, the original, is still available and people are still playing it, and it's a million times better?
Yeah,
there is pretty much like the same thing.
Like me and Spencer and Coulter, we spent probably like 150 hours just playing Battlefront 2.
Yeah, the original Battlefront.
The original Battlefront 2.
And people still play that game.
Oh yeah, that's a good game. I love it. I love the first Battlefronts, the real Battlefronts.
Yeah, the real Battlefronts. This ain't my Battlefront. And then I guess the last bit about Battlefront 2 stuff that I wanted to bring up was the fact that the single player campaign is only 4 hours, and that they're waiting to release the rest of the campaign until after the new movie comes out because it has to do with events in the movie. But that part's being added free. Thanks, EA.
Wow. Oh, they're really doing us a solid.
Oh boy, thanks EA.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's them milking us for every cent that we're fucking worth.
Good thing I haven't given them a single cent. So.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. So I would suggest not purchasing the game because all you're doing is just creating a hole that then just creates a bigger hole.
And don't buy microtransactions
in video games. Yeah, don't do it.
Ever.
Well, I mean, sometimes they're okay, but like not all the time.
Not in this game.
Buy the reasonable ones. Don't buy loot boxes or like don't buy microtransactions that gives you credits. Buy microtransactions that give you stuff for the game like skins and costumes or shit like that.
That don't affect gameplay.
Yeah, so piggybacking off of this, our next topic has to do with Star Wars Battlefront 2. But
last EA thing, there was a whole thing with some guy on Twitter. He was claiming to be like a developer for EA, and he's like, I've received over like 40,000 death threats and like millions of of things against my life. But then like it ended up to be like he wasn't even actually an EA developer. So somebody was just trying to get attention, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. What did they...
No, this is my time. I'll lie.
Let me just make this account real quick. Totally a EA developer for real.
How do you spell Belgium?
420. Belgium, I believe.
Yeah. So Belgium You know Belgium guys, right? They're looking
waffles.
into
the waffles.
the waffles.
Okay.
They're looking into Battlefront 2 and Overwatch in regards to their models because of the possibility of them being considered gambling. So, Fiske, you're the one that plays Overwatch at the moment. What portion of that are they referring to? Is it just the loot boxes?
That's the only thing Overwatch really has is loot boxes. But the thing that you can kind of like argue that like they're trying to like make people buy more loot boxes constantly is that they have like seasonal things like where only for like certain periods of time.
Yeah.
Limited availability.
Yeah, like if you open up a loot box and you can maybe unlock this skin, but only for this time. Otherwise, it's gone forever. So people can like throw down like hundreds of dollars.
Artificial scarcity.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Which
On
doesn't even
digital
exist,
media.
but-
Yeah. So Belgium basically they're looking at both games, and if they determine that the games are
Considered gambling under their
considered
laws.
gambling under their laws, not only will it cost EA and Blizzard like hundreds of thousands of dollars for like fees or whatever their decision ends up being, but then other countries in Europe might decide to take their decision into account, in which case it'll happen for all those other countries, and it's possibly, and it's potentially a very bad situation for.
good
for us because loot boxes are gambling.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes through. Hopefully they kind of deem something gambling.
In
I
the
don't
U.S.,
really mind Overwatch as much because it's
mostly
just
cosmetics.
skins.
It's not
it is
pay to
just
win.
Skins. Yeah,
But I mean,
so I'm not
like
not too worried about that one. But yeah, they should definitely hunt down like Battlefront 2 and other things that like Shadow of War or those.
What's crazy about this whole Battlefront 2 situation is that how do they expect to have a competitive multiplayer scene? What do they prevent people from using any items? Can you only play vanilla for the multiplayer, or do they give you access to all of it just for the purposes of that tournament? Like, what do you do? Because you have to pay for all the items. You have to earn them in the game.
They probably
I forgot
give
they
you.
were shoutcasting that during like the fucking E3 this year. It was like, oh, Battlefront 2 is going to be super competitive. Rawr.
How?
You just got to buy your way to the big leagues.
So do the sponsors just pay for all the stuff so the players can have access to all the tools that they need?
No, I'm sure that the developers give them special accounts that has everything unlocked. If they allow items.
So then, do you have to be part of a specific sanctioned team now to play it competitively? That's a crazy situation in and of itself. That's all I'm saying. Lots of questions there.
Like the Hearthstone professionals or whatever, where you have to pretty much, as soon as there's like a new expansion coming out, you have to like buy hundreds of dollars worth of packs or whatever just to get all the cards from it.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But hopefully Belgium makes a good decision and we won't have that problem in the future. The next topic on the list, we're talking about Pokemon Ultimate Sun and Ultimate Moon, primarily the response that it received from Japan. And Matt, you had some information about this.
Yes, it is it's the worst reviewed Pokemon game in Japan ever.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really do that much.
Yeah.
It came, I think the original Pokemon Sun and Moon, 1 second, let me double check.
The scores are
Came out in November 18, 2016. So this time last year.
Yeah, literally. Wow.
And then usually Pokemon, they release like a updated version and all this other shit. But apparently people in Japan are mostly upset with how little this one has added to the core thing. Should have just been DLC is what a lot of people have been saying.
Yeah.
Instead of a full another $40, lose my voice, $40
Purchase
game.
Yeah.
Chug.
And I've been
Sponsored
playing it.
by Rockstar.
Yeah, and it's like I Pokemon is so casual to me. So I've never gotten into like the competitive scene or anything like that. And I don't really give a shit. Like other people are like, they only added 5 Pokemon. They only did this. I don't care about any of that. I just like, I like Pokemon. I don't play the game.
Yeah, apparently they added some end game stuff.
Yeah, they
added like 3 new areas. But
new areas are cool.
Yeah.
Like I did a Mantine surfing. I destroyed. I got the highest score known to Mantine.
nice. No, into Mantine, nice.
Yeah, Pokemon
Also-
has a competitive scene, dude, and it's bumping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's huge.
My friend used to play like there used to be like a website where you can just pretty much play Pokemon competitively with people online, and you would just like pick your Pokemon, what stats they have, and he just did that, and like he acted like a normal person. I don't understand how that works, but
Well, the real, I think I know what you're talking about because I played a little bit of that. But like the real competitive scene where you play on like the DS and you go to whatever,
You go to events.
you
and
go
all
to events and stuff like that. Like the Pokemon there, they can't be cheated, obviously.
yeah.
So you have to EV train them and IV train them.
that. Yeah, they actually train your Pokemon up.
Yeah. And there's
Oh,
certain
God.
teams, like they have good team composition. Like it's crazy. It's really in depth.
Yeah, a lot of thought goes into like specific Pokemon, with specific move sets for specific situations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they got like hidden talents and bullshit like that too.
Yeah, you have to get this Pokemon with this hidden talent or this trait, so that you can get this boost to the points. That way, when you EV train them, they're better by this much, and all that stuff.
Which is cool. I like that they have that in the game.
That aspect.
Because
Yeah.
but I never play like that.
Yeah.
But it's
But-
cool that they have that.
Yeah, but regardless of that, people are upset, especially in Japan, that that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon just seem like that it's basically just a DLC, or maybe
kinda-
even possibly a couple of DLCs packaged in.
It kind of sounds like a Game of the Year edition without calling it the Game of the Year edition, or without
Yeah.
like having the DLCs
Yeah.
added to the game beforehand.
That's the part that confuses me. It's like, why didn't they just add it to there and then have this ultra edition for people who don't have the game and
Yeah.
or whatever. Like,
Yeah. It sounds like they just completely forgot a step for like a year. Like, oh yeah, we'll release DLC this month, that month. This
oh
month,
crap, we forgot.
Yeah.
Just
and then next month,
Well,
just
and
Ultra Sun.
A lot of people are talking about how this is like they've handed this off to a new team. It's not like the regular guys that do it.
yeah, they
It's
hand it
like-
to the guy who does the reboots. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole team is new.
Oh,
Like-
shit, I know that.
They made Sun and Moon, and Ultra Sun and Moon. Basically, this is their first real creative outlet.
Don't fix
because-
it. Don't fix it if it's not broken. I guess.
Yeah.
Just keep making it again. Super
Because-
Ultra Sun.
I think I think the old guys, like the main people, the creative force behind Pokemon, are all on the Switch version. Like they're making the Switch Pokemon game.
Yeah, that makes sense. You want
So-
your best on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can kind of forgive them then if they're all focused on that and they just make a kind of a Game of the Year edition DS one.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So
whatever.
so that's happening. Just for people who are aware, if you haven't bought the game or you think about buying the game, take that into account.
Yeah.
Look up articles.
You don't have to play Sun and Moon. You can just go right into
Yeah, you don't even have to
Ultra.
play the first ones because it's not a continuing storyline. It's the same storyline with some added bits.
Yeah, I mean, like I played maybe 4 hours of it, and I've seen like a pretty good amount of new shit. Like they've sped up the whole beginning process because before, to get your first Pokemon, it took like
An hour.
45 minutes to
Yeah.
an hour. Now they
Jesus.
literally give you your first Pokemon like immediately, which is
I
cool.
like what they did with like X and Y was like you just stumble across this guy. It's like quick, take one of these balls and fight this
Yeah.
monster. It's going to kill me. Jesus,
would-
please save me.
That was Ruby and Sapphire, the original.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm competitive Pokemon. I am. I do good. I play Pokemon.
But yeah, I mean, get them if you like Pokemon.
If you don't,
I got
fuck
it
you.
because I like Pokemon, and I don't give a shit about a lot of the things that other people give a shit about.
Yeah. But
True.
But I'm like that with a lot of things. Mass Effect Andromeda.
no. So in the interest of time, I feel like we can just move on to the Golden Joystick Awards.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you can share Skyrim gameplay on Switch now, guys. So there's that. Boom.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's the
Right.
first third-party game to do that. So the Golden Joystick Awards, you guys have the links for that. So just
I did.
Our plan
so
for
we
this-
can go. We can just go down the list.
Yeah.
and-
So they have the list of winners. You want to put that link in the chat, man?
Yeah. Hopefully, I don't get timed out by Nightbot. Yeah, it's like a
Joystick
game of
Awards,
the
they're
year.
It's the PC gamers version of
Yeah.
game rewards, which even though it's November, not quite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still got a month left. I mean, I'm surprised that they just didn't wait for PUBG to get released for version 1.0.
Yeah.
But oh well. Let's see here. List of winners.
I want to see the
Oh, okay.
nominees so that way we can really be like, what the fuck?
Were there nominees? I don't even see the nominees. Where's the nominees?
Yeah.
I'm looking up a thing right now.
It's just looking at the winners here.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's.
I mean, we can talk about the winners.
Yeah.
All right. So the first category being best storytelling goes
Horizon Zero Dawn.
to Horizon Zero Dawn. Now I haven't played any Horizon Zero Dawn, so you guys are
I've played the first couple hours of it last week.
Oh, okay. It was like, same here. I let Evie's brother borrow it because I got swamped with video games. But from the first few hours, yeah, I agree. That sounds about right. It's a pretty
Yeah.
good story.
Can you guys think of any other games that came out this year that would rival that as far as storytelling goes? I mean, Hellblade.
Persona 5. Hellblade,
Yes,
yeah, true.
Persona 5.
Hellblade, Persona 5. I mean, those are two, contenders.
Yeah.
Best visual design, we got Cuphead.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Cuphead,
Yeah.
I honestly,
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
Who
pretty-
wants a
pretty
Q&A?
easy.
Not me.
We can take
Not
one
yet.
after we go through this topic.
Yes, yeah. So best audio, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Hellblade. Excuse me.
Yeah, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I feel like definitely should have won Best Audio.
Yeah, because that audio was absolutely insane. It was literally, 3D stereoscopic, speaking behind you kind of audio. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
That's not even- they don't even have Hellblade anywhere on the list, so that's,
Yeah.
that
That's
sucks.
that really sucks. Why did Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild get best audio? I don't know. Maybe
won a
they're just
lot of
talking about
shit,
like simplicity and effectiveness of design, but I don't know. Best gaming performance: Ashley Birch as Alloy in
yeah,
Horizon
I
Zero
mean,
Dawn.
when I heard her for the 2 hours that I played, I was like,
Yeah.
this is
It's
a
pretty good.
voice actor.
Yep. Again, this makes sense.
Best indie game: Friday the 13th, the game.
Are they fucking joking?
Yeah.
That game was a fucking shit show. How are you going to give that to over Hollow Knight, Cuphead, Senua's Sacrifice? How are you going to give it Friday the 13th? That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Most of the
When
time, I'm like, oh yeah, tinfoil hat, but like for real though, who paid those motherfuckers to make them best indie game?
the weird part is I think people vote on the thing, and I don't know if that sways the votes or not, but
Did you change the topic, Matt?
it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, Friday the 13th, the game, like the only way that would win is if like millions of people just voted for it, I guess, but I don't know. But it's doesn't make any sense that Friday the 13th won that.
Yeah. Best multiplayer game, PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
I could see that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, out of all the other multiplayer games that came out, and out of all the AAA multiplayer games that were trying to be best multiplayer, they failed.
I mean, I'm glad that World at War didn't get it, and I'm glad that Battlefront didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
well, they didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
Or World War II, not World at War.
Yeah.
Studio of the Year, Nintendo. I mean, obviously, they've been putting out bangers. You got Mario Odyssey,
Yeah.
Breath of the
Mario,
Wild.
Mario and Rabbids.
Arms,
Arms.
Splatoon.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing a good
It's
job.
pretty good. This year
Yeah.
was a pretty good year for Nintendo, like in general.
Yeah, it was a pretty good year. Best VR game, Resident Evil 7. I could see that. People were saying that was really, really good.
My uncle's actually got. I'm going to play it on Thanksgiving, so I'll give you my hot take on it in a couple weeks. But
Esports Play of the Year, Overwatch. I didn't see the play, so I don't care. Esports Team of
Yeah.
the Year.
Lunatic High.
Yeah, don't know who that is. Fuck them.
makes sense. Yeah,
Esports Game of the Year, Overwatch. Really? Overwatch is the Esports Game of the Year.
I feel like that's the one that's grown the most since.
I think Melee might want to have a word with that. I think Melee is probably the best esport game of the year.
oh boy,
No bias.
nobody. I forgot they had the giant Melee Smash tournament at the Evo this year. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They're there every year.
Yeah. Best streamer / broadcaster, Markiplier.
I don't care.
Okay.
Didn't he win
didn't
last
say
year
the N word, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
So-
Markiplier. I have a dog and I have goofy hair sometimes. Ho, 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 ho. I cry when my fans give me stuff. Ho, 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 ho.
I really feel like best streamer broadcaster needs to go to Northern Lion.
Northern Lion, yeah.
Dude's been killing it.
Yep.
I still need to watch some of this stuff. I haven't really watched any of the stuff. I listened to their podcast, the retro or the whatever the games
Roundtable?
Roundtable. Oh
Yeah,
Roundtable.
Roundtable.
Yeah, the podcast is pretty good. If you're looking for Northern Lion stuff, you can't go wrong with either GeoGuessr or what's a
Pretty
good
much
series
anything
to start
that he
on.
does is good.
I mean, his
His comedy is really good.
his Binding of Isaac series is a long-standing series, been going on for such a long time, and he knows so much about the game by now. It's insane.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, handheld mobile game of the year, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. That just came out 3 days ago, so I don't really understand how they won.
No, it's just Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah,
It says Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon on mine.
I think he was just joking. Because
mine says Pokemon Sun and Moon.
really, well, they came out last year. That's interesting.
Oh, I got this one. Which one did you post?
We
Oh,
happened
God damn it! I got banned again. God damn it!
I need to mod you. 1 second.
Something.
Oh
Jesus.
jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez,
time
Rick,
down
I'm a
again.
pickle now. Shut the fuck up.
You can right-click-
Can you say something in chat?
Comcast.
Oh wait, I can just do it. I can just do it.
There you go. Now you're a moderator. Now you don't have to worry about it. All right. So next, what's the other thing on the list here? We got here it is. Nintendo Game of the Year, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I mean, sure,
Of course.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess out of all the Nintendo games that came out, I'm surprised that Odyssey, wasn't. It was probably a contender. Interesting that
That's probably too soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation Game of the Year, Horizon Zero Dawn makes sense.
Of course.
Xbox Game of the Year is Cuphead. Now that's interesting because
It's also on PC.
it's also not only is it
And-
also on PC, but Xbox really didn't have anything else that was
They don't really give a shit about exclusives anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
PC Game of the Year, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. That sure.
That's why
Yeah.
Cuphead didn't get PC Game of the Year.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened.
Critics' Choice Award, The Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best reviewed games of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breakthrough Award sponsored by Badfly, Ashley Birch. So the same, played Alloy.
Hall of Fame, Final Fantasy.
So I guess
I
they have
don't-
a Hall of Fame that's going, and they put that into the Hall of Fame.
Finally, after 15 games, they put Final Fantasy in the Hall of Fame.
Man, this unappreciated series really, really did some good work as far as video games and moving things along in the ethos. I'm glad that they finally got their recognition.
Mm-hmm. It's really good to see an indie finally get some recognition.
God damn it.
Most Wanted Award, The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, I want that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess I don't understand why that's an award. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why don't they just say
Most hype award?
anticipated?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
guess.
Most anticipated is
I don't know.
better. Most
But
wanted.
whatever.
Just, yeah.
Still Playing Award, basically a participation trophy. World of
Yeah.
Tanks.
That's still going strong, I guess. Yeah.
Corn. Most wanted console, Wii U, right?
And Nintendo Switch. Outstanding contribution to the UK games industry, sponsored by Telegraph. Debbie Bestwick, MBE. Don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lifetime
Don't
Achievement
get it.
Award, Sid Meier.
That makes sense.
Way to go, Sid Meier. Way to
It's
make
really
those
good
games.
that an indie finally is getting some recognition in the world of
Well, you can't be an indie and have a lifetime achievement, dude.
the Ultimate Game of the Year, which is totally different than the PC Game of the Year or the rest of the Game of the Years. Legend of Zelda, duh. Even
Well,
though I would
think
give
they're
it to
saying This is
Persona.
the one for every single console, every single computer in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild beat everybody somehow.
somehow. You can't even get it on PC or any other consoles besides
You
Nintendo.
can get it on PC.
Breath of the Wild?
Yeah. Called Simu.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, yeah. It's like, wait a minute, what?
Got him.
But yeah, I mean, that wraps us up.
I guess I'm really happy that those games that came in there at least made somewhat sense in a way, and that none of the
I really wish that
like Shadow of
Persona
War
would have gotten a rub.
Yeah, I really wish Persona 5 would have gotten something, but I'm just glad that games like Shadow of War and any of the Call of Duty games, because they don't deserve it.
All those predatory microtransactions and loot boxes and shit.
Yeah, they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I don't think Fire Emblem released a game this year. Besides, like, the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors.
I think Fates and everything else came out last year.
Yeah, I don't
remember.
Remember?
I haven't followed Fire Emblem in forever.
Yeah. All right, so what's your question? Maybe.
They said earlier something about superpowers is the topic.
Superpowers Plus is the topic.
So I guess pick your one superpower that you can have. There, I did it.
What'd you say?
Pick the one superpower that you would have.
Mm-hmm.
You only get one superpower.
One superpower. I would pick
The power to grant myself any wish with no limits.
That's not like you can like. What, Mr.
Oh, I'm sorry. No cheating powers. Gotcha.
I think teleportation would be good.
Teleportation,
Like Goku style, instant transmission. Make my life easy.
But you know what would be better is to control time, because you can just walk there and nothing can happen.
Yeah, but I'd have to walk then.
Well, I mean, I don't know how metabolism and stuff works when you're in time freeze. Like, do you age when you stop time?
I was going to ask that question.
I think you age, but the world around you doesn't. Or maybe it's the opposite, where nothing ages and you're just like immortal.
Yeah, that's a good question, because some like stuff they interpret it as the person ages, because like time for them is still going while everyone else's is being manipulated. But I feel like you could argue that when time stops, so does, anything else, including, anything. Yeah, you could argue that maybe you don't.
I know. Superpower.
I would say, time manipulation would be interesting or good, but there's a lot of like variables with that. And like, are you talking about like literally traveling in time, or just changing the way time works around you at any given moment? Because that would be kind of cool, and it would come with the least amount of baggage. But I mean, I feel like mind control.
No, see, I don't want any kind of weird like power where I can be like, this girl doesn't like me, now she does. I don't want that temptation.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I was kind of thinking about it a lot. I was like, is that the type of power that I would necessarily want to have?
I mean, I would get it because like, hey, boss, you want to pay me $50 an hour, right? Yeah, you do. Let's
and now
go.
I don't even work here. You're going to give me the company.
I'm going to work at home counting coins somehow. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Also, Corrin is right. Corrin has the best power. He says, I would want a power to give myself every Nintendo console in the game.
Yeah.
Corrin wins this round. Corrin, congratulations. You get one little bitch point.
One little bitch point.
Those are redeemable on our Discord?
Yeah. We'll have to figure out what those mean.
You can use them to buy loot boxes.
Right, yeah.
The
Content
CP content boxes.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to collect all the content to get it complete,
Mm-hmm. All right, well, fuck it. That does it for us.
All right, let's go on to our info here.
You hit the button again?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so Fizzcake, where can people find you and what you're doing?
You can find me on all kinds of stuff. You can catch me on the Twitters at the Fizzcake, where I tweet about games that I've played. I also tweet when my videos release. Fun stuff like that. And when I'm going to stream, all that, catch me out there. I'm also on twitch.tv/Fizzcake, sorry. I've been streaming every Friday night. Might be picking up a little bit more. I don't know. Going to think about it. I am pretty excited. Matt and Spencer know this project, but I am pretty excited on a new project I'm working on for the streams.
It's going to be good.
And everybody's going to love it. I don't even care if you don't love it. You're going to love it, okay?
You'll love it.
You'll love it, even if you don't love it. And then on YouTube, I have Hand of Fate going out every day. You can catch me on YouTube at youtube.com/superfistcake, I think, still. I keep forgetting to change that every week. But yeah, Hand of Fate throughout the entire week. And then I got Resident Evil 4 and Doki Doki Literature Club alternating. So.
All right, Voyager. See you.
See you later,
See you
Voyager.
later, Voyager.
Be safe.
You be safe. Skirt, pull up. And that is it for me. Where can people find you?
All right. So, of course, we have our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/NeanderthalGamingTV, where we stream every Saturday,
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, and we might be adding a day on, possibly. It's Smash Stuff Saturdays and Sundays. We do the podcast, of course, at 3 p.m. And then on Mondays, we're doing Assassin's Creed. On Tuesdays, we're doing Into the Veil with Fistcake, where we're playing Call of Cthulhu and Dark Corners of the Earth, or whatever. And then on Wednesdays, right now, we're doing Tales of Berseria, and we might switch that into something else in the future. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/NeanderthalGamingTV, and all of our stuff on Twitch goes to our YouTube channel. But it's an episodic format. So if you just wanted to cherry pick like a particular portion or whatever, you can head over there and subscribe and check out all the different series that we have on there from before as well. Our Twitter account is at NeanderthalGTV, and there, I mean, it's as much of the same, unless there's some crazy Smash stuff going on or whatever. We might tweet about some Smash tournaments and all that good stuff. But moving on to our Content Complete specific info.
Auto for me.
Yeah, got you. We have our Twitter account at ConComcast, and that's where you can find out all the information about what's going on with the podcast itself and Into the Veil. Especially since once we actually complete Call of Cthulhu, we'll be able to go into what our next game is going to be there as well. You can send us an email at contentcompletecast@gmail.com. Ask us questions, give us suggestions. What do you want us to play next on Into the Veil? Let us know. We also have, of course, our Twitch channel where the podcast lives and where Into the Veil lives, twitch.tv/ConComcast. The podcast is live at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 5 p.m. Central on Sundays. And all of the VODs, all episodes are available on YouTube for the podcast. The audio-only version is available on your favorite podcasting app, and both are released on Wednesdays. And, that's about it. Do you guys have anything additionally we wanted to say or pimp out?
No.
I mean,
I just want to say, shout out to Korn for hanging out for the entire stream.
Yeah.
You're the MVP of the day.
MVP.
Thanks for Kim Pop for stopping by. Thanks for USA Voyager stopping by. Liftinger, wherever the fuck you are, we're going to hunt you down. We're going to bring you back to this podcast. I swear to God.
I swear to the Lord.
Swear to the Lord. But that's all I have.
Gotcha. We'll have links on the episodes, but check out our Discord. It's popping. That's all I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Kicking it to the outro intro.
Bye.
Updating content. Content complete.